All right, people, Catfish Dave here. I am on the most upper end of Watts Bar Reservoir, not too far below the dam. And I've been waiting for the rain to quit. I don't even have my seat pulled up to sit on. I don't want my butt that wet. But yeah, sitting here waiting on the rain to quit. It's supposed to break here in just a little bit. This time of year, most of our fish are going on the nest, except for a few places. And the places they are not are the places with cooler water. My water temp's here, 66 degrees. Now that's warm enough for a lot of the male blue cats to already be busy preparing nests. But there could still be some around, and the big females have not dropped their eggs yet. So it's a good time to fish these type of situations. We're gonna anchor fish. I may do some bumping. I don't really have enough flow to bump. We're barely running 7,000. I'm thinking if we move farther downriver where it gets more narrow, I may get enough to bump a little bit or bottom bounce. But we're gonna start out spot and move fishing. That is, unless of course the first spot I pick, we don't have to move. I've got 3 skipjack and 3 white bass. Bait has been extremely tough this year, and it's gotten so tough I've been catching the white bass to put in the freezer. I've managed to put 2 skipjack in my freezer for later on. I just can't get hardly enough to fish on those. Either way, I'm going to start out with skipjack. Here's a big one here, and he's got a mark right across his back where a striper probably hit that fish and he got loose. But we're going to cut up some bait, and like I say, I've got white bass as well. Now I think white bass is a pretty good bait, and the reason why is these catfish tend to feed on what is abundant. And right now the white bass are very abundant up here. I probably caught 200 white bass and 3 skipjack in this area in the last 2 days. So let's cut this skipjack up. As far as sitting still, the skipjack is a more oily bait, and we'll put some scent out. I just cut my finger with my bubba blade down there. It will put scent out going downriver. We do have a little bit of flow. The hedge on this thing is ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I mean, that's a big head piece. And I'm going to cut my bait smaller than normal to get more bait. And on a skipjack this big, even a little narrow piece like that is quite a bit of bait. I might get 5 or 6 baits out of this fish. There's 4, 5. I'm gonna get 6 baits out of this one. I'll go ahead and chum them up with the tail piece. And I might just fish 2 rods. I'm using my dragging rods for anchor fishing rods, and that is because this is very nasty up here. A lot of rock and stuff in the water. Less chance of getting hung. That still does not mean we won't get hung, but I'm going to start with the worst piece first. This old nub in the back. And basically this is the first series of drops. This river is full of drop-offs and holes. Since it's the middle of the afternoon, we are going to be fishing those deeper drops, ledges, whatnot. I'm going to throw one out here, about that far. I am parked on a ledge here, and it kind of dips into a hole right here. We're going to lay this one right on the ledge, and this one here, I'm going to throw a little farther down in the hole. I've got this big 12-aught Gamakatsu. I'll tell you what, the best way to keep a skipjack head is to hook it through the lip and out the nostril. But that's also the easiest way to lose a fish. They tend to hit it behind the bait and miss the hook all the time. So I'm just going to have to take the risk of losing my skipjack head and hook it properly, because I'm tired of losing big fish over that. Throw this down a little more. Now these fish right now, middle of the day, they're going to be sitting still. They're not really moving. So we're going to have to hit them right in the head. And that's why we're going to do some moving. I may fish about 15 minutes in each spot. And if we haven't been hit, we'll move farther down, move farther down. We will eventually hit them right in the head. I'm going to go ahead, put this skipjack in the box. I'm going to go ahead and put an umbrella over this camera. It's starting to rain a little bit. And I'm going to cut up a white bass as well for later. Maybe this old umbrella will keep my microphone and camera a little better off. The wind is blowing, and luckily it's blowing downriver because I don't have a lot of flow. And the fact it's blowing downriver makes the fact there's not a lot of flow a good thing, really. If it was blowing upriver, I would probably have to put out a drift sock. I can see my camera ain't plugged in. I'm glad I done that. Turn the battery on, battery charger. Umbrella's up over the camera. Bait's in the water. I'm gonna put this back in the cooler for now. There we go. Oh, hit already. Hit already. Hit already. That's a drag puller too. Yep, that's a good one. He's pulling some drag. He's pulling some drag. Don't get that other line. Right on that ledge. This is a good one, y'all. Here's a good one. Oh yeah. Don't get him out of the line, Bubba. Don't get him out of the line. Looks like I picked a good spot right off the bat. This ain't no dinky fish here. Yes, sir. Keep tension on him. That's a good one. Woo, make you nervous when you feel it go slack like that. That's the roll of a blue cat. He's a pulling. I might raise my motor up here, keep him out of it. For now. We ain't gonna horse this one. It's gonna take him a minute. Oh shoot, this is a big fish here. This is a big one. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. It's gonna take this fish a minute, y'all. Oh shoot, and I have to be careful. If he gets too deep, he can get into them rocks. He's pulling a lot of drag right now. He can get into something. There's a lot of rock and stuff in here. Yeah. Oh Lordy. There goes the drag. There goes the drag. Come on, man, let's get this fish in the boat. I want to see it here. I want to see this. I want to see it. Chasing cat rods from Chasing Outdoors. Yeah. Oh shoot, he's coming up under the boat, getting close to my motor, my transducer. I think they see that boat and they use it as a source of cover. Yeah. That's a big boy right there, big girl, whatever it is, that's a big one. Yeah. Woo. Fish like this get your old heart pumping, man. Oh, more drag, more drag, more drag, more drag. I'm gonna try to speed the process up here. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I'm try to get him to fight more so he wears quicker. More drag, more drag, more drag. Really running now. Pull some drag out big time. All right. A fish like this will wear you out. It will wear you out, man. Come on, fishy. Get up here. That's a big one. 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 Right in the corner. Right in the corner. Ooh. Come on, big boy. Oh, 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 oh. He's in there. That's a big fish for here, man. We just got a good one. I'm gonna get him in the floor of the boat and I'm gonna catch my breath. That is a nice one. Gosh dang. Normally I set him up on the cooler, but I'm gonna take a breath for a second. Woo! Yeah, that's a big old fish. And then, right in the corner, man, that's my old strychnine hook from Chasing Outdoors. I just tied that on today. Come on out of there. Yeah. Yes, sir. Get this up out of here. It's nice and wet, nice and cool out, so this fish will be all right. I might even take my jet. Oh, come on now. I'm gonna take my coat off for this photo. Hold still, big boy. Put that right there. We'll get a photo and we'll let her go. That right there is worth the trip. We don't catch nothing the rest of the day. I'm gonna get it up on the cooler first. Yep. Yeah. 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 Get a photo. I'm not gonna be able to spin the boat around. No, 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 no. Oh yeah. That's a nice fish, y'all. I wonder if that's from nesting, getting ready to nest. I don't know. Get her back in. Right at 50. Woo! On a chunk. right off the little ledge there. And I'm going to tell you, every good fish I have caught here leading up to the spawn has been on a chunk piece, whether it's a chunk of skipjack or a chunk of white bass. We might be wasting our time with the head pieces, but either way, we'll throw this chunk out there and we'll sit here a minute more. All right, y'all, I give it another 15 minutes. And like I say, you're gonna hit these fish right in the face or you ain't. So I'm gonna just move it down this area in segments. We don't bust nothing. We'll find a similar situation and keep on fishing. Break something out of the old cooler. I got me a cleaner cooler to keep my drinks and snacks in instead of mixing it with my bait and possibly getting the E. coli. I'm not the type of guy that likes getting E. coli. So, yeah. Speaking of food or drink, we're gonna get a drink. Get a little sugar in the blood. Eat me one of these old oranges. Oranges keep you from getting scurvy when you're in a boat. On land, you can't get scurvy, but in a boat, you can. That's what they got back in the old days, before they knew to bring oranges. The early explorers and the Vikings. People riding around on the Mayflower got scurvy back in the day. Got just a little bit of a drizzling rain going, which is just a little uncomfortable with the little bit of wind that's going. I could put my jacket back on, whatever happened to it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to get a piece of cheese out. Now it's here in the E. coli salmonella box with my white bass, some contaminated bottles of water. There we go. Something's taking it down. Did he come off? He sure did. Wonder if that was an old gar. The gar are spawning. Starting to. Looked like a pretty good takedown just to miss him. Ah, he had something weird going on with my bait there. Yeah, I believe that was a gar. He slashed the side of that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna break out my secret weapon. Piece of cheese. Land O'Lakes this time. I eat all kind of cheese. Don't really matter, as long as it's cheese. Government cheese was the best cheese, but you can't get it no more. Well, y'all, that's pretty sorry. You get one of the biggest fish of the spring, and you can't get another fish to go with it. This is absolutely terrible out here. Like I said, there's hardly no flow in the river. You can see the teeny little bit of wind I got is blowing me sideways, so we're gonna try to drag. I don't think it's gonna work out very well. And I may try to bump just for about 30 minutes below the dam in that current, see if I can at least get another fish. This is terrible. This is pathetic. And here again, no flow, middle of the afternoon. Yeah, gosh dang turtle eating the whole bottom out. Deepest hole in the river. Dang old turtle. All right, y'all, I'm gonna cut up a white bass. And I think I'm gonna bump with the white bass because the white bass is mostly what's in this river right now. And catfish will feed on what's most abundant. So when we get up around that dam, we're only gonna have about 30 minutes to bump max. And as soon as I get hung up for good, I will go ahead and pull in and head back up to the dam. I believe we're hung up right there for good. I believe that's it. It's trying to come up over it, but I don't think it's gonna do it. Nope, that's it, y'all. We're headed back up. I'm gonna try and bump for a second. I didn't think this was draggable. Little bitty 6/0 Mustad SSW hook on there. Yeah, we'll make a pass through this thing. Or two, whatever we got time for. It's hard to settle for just one fish. I don't have long, but I'm barely gonna hook this under the skin. These white bass are tough. I can't hardly get this hook through it. Can't hardly get this thing through it, man. There it goes. There's some bone right there, I believe. There we go. We'll get right about where this thing starts, which will be right about here. Yeah, I got just a little bit of flow right here. Not much. Just enough to do this. Trying to get it to hit here. Okay, I finally got it to hit the bottom. There we go, there we go. We hooked up, good. There we go. There we go. Knew there was a way to catch catfish. White bass. Feels decent. I mean, ain't as big as what we caught the first time, but not by a long shot, but you don't feel bad. Yeah. Yeah. All right, he's staying down, staying down. Staying down. What's my drag light here? Okay, my drag is good. I may just release the boat here, tension, and let it go down river. Yeah, not a bad fish. Don't feel bad. Got little bitty hook, man. Yeah. Yeah. Might not be a bad fish at all, y'all. See what we got here. Come on up here, fishy. There he is. It's a nice fish. Nice one on the white bass. Bumping. See, we got a little flow going on now. Yeah, nice one. Nice one, fat one. Okay, I have to reel some more line in. He took some back out. He's in there. All right, y'all. I'm happy with that, considering as rough as it got there, not being able to get a fish. This fish has got the same kind of marks all up under his jaw here, back here. These fish are preparing nests, man, and he's just all beat up. He actually got that white bass chunk off there. That's surprising, because usually little 6/0 hook, man. Yeah. All right. Old butterball of a fish. It's a nice one. Woo! All right, y'all, let me check the time here. I got time for one more run. First pass, we got one. I'm gonna go ahead and make one more. And I gotta have the boat on the trailer just a few minutes, so let's go back up river and try it again. This is right on the fall here, so this would be a good place to get hit. This is where it first starts to drop off. Be a real good place to get hit. And we're hooked up right there. We're hooked up right there. Yeah. I figured that'd be a good spot. I'm just gonna spot lock this here. He's not as big. And we might have time to catch another one for on the way down here. Yeah, you get in this current like this below these dams, this is my favorite way to fish. I am spot locked, so we are pulling him against the current. Come on up here, fishy. Yeah. There we go. Old standard size Fort Loudoun fish. There went another piece of white bass. He got it. Oh, he took my hook, man. I guess y'all seen the fish. He got my hook. Dag blasted. See what I got in here. Tie another one on. They start that rolling, man. They can flip them off there. Okay, there's that spot I always go over. There's like a hump right there. And once you get past it, you usually hook a fish. If we can get past it. Definitely a shallow hump there. Let me get this thing. I think it's stuck. It is. It's hung up. No, it ain't. I got weight on here. What have I got? What have I got here? I got a bunch of crap. Bunch of crap, man. Bunch of fishing line, sinkers. We'll go ahead and remove that. A lot of fishing line. Look like someone lost their whole reel's worth of line right there. There we go. This will be the last one. And I got to go. Yeah. on up here on the white bass. And we may have done good downriver on white bass, but we caught that big fish on skipjack, so there we go. All right, y'all. Get up here and don't roll my hook off. Don't roll my hook off, man. Don't put a fin in my leg. All right, y'all. There's another one. This is how to catch big fish below a dam, man. You just got to hit them right in the head. Fishing up here because it's the last of the cool water left before they go on the nest, and you can see that some of these fish are beat up like they're going on the nest anyway. So either way, I got an interview to do, very short trip, and but at least I caught a really nice one out of the deal. Another pretty good one. Either way, this is a video. There was some fish in the video. That makes it a fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.